Hello, welcome to another day of offline learning. So, students, this is our final session on the Portuguese, right? We'll be finishing our learning about the Portuguese with this session. So, I'm going to take you into quick revision about what we learned about the different Portuguese navigators. And after that, we'll be doing some practice questions. Yeah, some questions you all had some doubts on, and we can just clarify these doubts doing the homework. I already gave you some feedbacks on what were the mistakes, right, and what went really well with you. So let's just do a revision of those questions, of those parts we had a little bit. Okay, so firstly let us start with Vasco da Gama, and he was the first Portuguese sailor to reach India. Okay, he was the first Portuguese sailor to reach India, and he was the first who found a sea route to India. Okay, from Europe, he was the first to find a sea route to India. And Vasco da Gama, he actually came 3 times to India. Okay, he came in 1498, he came in 1501, and then he came in 1524. Okay, and when he came in 1501, what he did is that he started a trading center at a place called Kananur. Okay, and then he established factories at 2 places, Calicut and Cochin. Yeah, and then what happened in 1524? He came again, but during that visit he fell ill. He became really sick, and he died in Cochin. Right. So that's about Vasco da Gama. Now let's see who was Cabral. Yeah, everyone had a lot of doubts regarding Cabral, right? I have seen some of your answer sheets. There was some confusion regarding Cabral. So just remember that Cabral came with 13 ships and a few hundred soldiers in 1500. He came with 13 ships in 1500 after Vasco da Gama's first visit, right? Vasco da Gama's first visit was in 1498, right? His second visit was in 1501. In between, in 1500, Cabral came. Okay, and after coming to India, he arrived in Calicut, and after coming to Calicut, he started some fights with the Zamarin. We learned who the Zamarin is, right? The ruler of Calicut. So the Portuguese and the ruler of Calicut had some fights after Cabral came. So that's it about Cabral. So Cabral is not stressed in your textbook, though you should know who Cabral is. Now a very important person, that is Almeida, and Almeida was the first governor of the Portuguese regions in India. Okay, so with the coming of Almeida, what is happening is that many places in India, okay, became the territory of the Portuguese. Portuguese started ruling some certain places, and for that certain places, Almeida became the governor. Okay, he was appointed as the governor, and he came in 1505. He was the first governor. Okay, and Almeida, he wanted to develop the naval power. Okay, the navy of the Portuguese in India. For what? To safeguard the trade, right? For trade purposes and for easy trade, and to make India much more to keep India protected, right? Almeida wanted to develop the navy. Yeah, so this policy Almeida put forward to develop the navy. It is called Blue Water Policy. I am really happy some of you this time made it clear what Blue Water Policy was, right? It was last time when I asked Blue Water Policy, a lot of mistakes were there, but now everyone knows what Blue Water Policy is, and I'm really happy to know that. Okay, so another thing we could look at it is that it was during his time that the Battle of Chaul took place. Yeah, the Battle of Chaul took place during Almeida's time. We look at what Battle of Chaul and Battle of Diu is later. Let's just think about Almeida, right? So after Almeida came Albuquerque. Okay, after Almeida came Albuquerque, and Albuquerque, he was said to be the real founder of Portuguese power in India. The real founder of the Portuguese power in India. That means with Albuquerque, a huge supreme power of Portuguese started to be there in India, right? They exerted lot of power in India. Okay, and what did Albuquerque did? he captured Goa, right? You all know what Goa is. He captured Goa in 1510 from the Sultan, right? He captured Goa from the Sultan of Bijapur, okay, in 1510. And again in 1515, what happened? He did something, right? He captured Ormuz. Just remember that he captured Ormuz. And one more thing he did is that he encouraged the marriages of Portuguese with Indian women, okay? What he did, he asked the Portuguese to marry Indian women and have families here, so that their kids will be more loyal to Portuguese people. Just remember that what he did is that he encouraged the Portuguese men to marry Indian women. And also he maintained friendly relations with Vijayanagara Empire. We didn't cover this in class. It's 2 extra points I'm giving you, okay? Vijayanagara Empire was a kingdom in India which was ruled by a king, okay? Albuquerque maintained friendly relations with Vijayanagara Empire. And then Nino da Cunha. So his actual name is Nuno da Cunha. We have learned, right? Nuno da Cunha, but in your textbook it is written as, sorry about that, Nino da Cunha, okay? So Nuno da Cunha, what he did is, this is a question that confused all of you, right? You have seen Goa getting from Sultan of Bijapur. Who was that? That was Albuquerque, right? But the person who moved the capital from Cochin to Goa was Nino da Cunha or Nuno da Cunha. Nuno da Cunha was someone who moved the capital of the Portuguese to Goa in 1530. Okay, in the year 1530, this person, yeah, you see this person here, right? He moved the capital from Cochin to Goa. And in 1534, he acquired Basse. Okay, he captured a place called Basse. And in 1537, he captured Diu. Okay, he captured Diu and also Daman and Diu in the year 1537. And in 1548, they occupied a place called Salsette. Right? They occupied a place called Salsette. So remember that he captured a lot of places. He moved the capital from Cochin to Goa in 1530, and in 1534 he captured Basse. 1537 he occupied Diu and then Daman. He captured Diu and Daman, and 1548 Salsette. So it will be a little bit confusing for you with all the dates and all. So don't worry, just remember that he captured all these places, okay, for now. And finally, let's wrap it up. We have learnt who Vasco da Gama was. He came first, then Cabral came, and Almeida came, and then Albuquerque, and last Nuno da Cunha, okay. And that is what we learnt about Vascan, right? We learnt the code word Vascan. Remember the code word Vascan and what it stands for. So Vas stands for Vasco da Gama, C for Cabral, A for Almeida, and the other A for Albuquerque, and N for Nuno da Cunha, right? So remember Vascan in the same order, remember, okay, because it is in the same order that these navigators came up. Yeah, so another word you all had confusion is the word navigator. So you all associate navigator with Vasco da Gama or Henry the Navigator, okay. So all these people are navigator. Cabral, Almeida, Albuquerque, Nuno da Cunha, they are all navigators. So whenever you see a question asking who were the Portuguese navigators, you write these names given here, right? Vasco da Gama, Cabral, Almeida, Albuquerque, Nuno da Cunha, right? Vascan. Vascan is the names of the Portuguese navigators. So I hope Portuguese navigators are clear for you. If you have any doubts, you can message me and ask, okay. Another thing is that I'll be giving you some set questions, okay. You have to answer these questions and send it to me on WhatsApp. And there will be another video. Do watch that video also. And some set of questions will also be there. Answer the questions and send it to me on WhatsApp also, right? So I hope you all have a great weekend and holidays coming up, okay. Have a great time, children.